Hello everyone, in this video we'll learn how to use Microsoft Excel. This video is mainly focused for those people who have never used Microsoft Excel. It will help them, it will guide them to confidently use Microsoft Excel. Let's get started. So here I have opened Microsoft Excel. Here you can see the screen. This is the main screen, the start screen of Microsoft Excel. So how will you start this program? All you have to do is come here, go to this Windows Start icon, click here, search for Microsoft Excel, or first look here in this list. It's if it is available here, then it's fine, otherwise you can search for it here. Type Excel, like that. So once you click here, it will open the program. Okay, so since I've already opened it, we'll go through this Microsoft Excel. Now to begin with, here on the top you can see it's written as book 2. So what is this? This is the name of my Microsoft Excel, the program on which I am currently working. So the moment you open the Excel, it will assign a name to your spreadsheet. This is what we call it. I'll explain it to you what is spreadsheet later. So here it will assign a name to your spreadsheet by default. So later you can change this name while saving your spreadsheet. Once you are done creating your spreadsheet, your Excel file, you can later change the name to whatever you like. Okay, next below that there's this row. Here you can see home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review and view. These are few options. What are these options called? They are called tab. These options are called tab. Okay, so once you select any of these options, they will open multiple options under them. Like here you can see under home tab, you can see so many options here. Then again in insert you can see these many options, page layout, formulas, data, review, view. So under this tab you can see these many options. So what are these options called? They are called ribbons. Now in ribbon again there are sections. The ribbon is again divided in few parts. So what are these parts called? They are called groups. So ribbons are nothing but the tools that you will use to create your spreadsheet. Okay, so what are groups here? Clipboard, font, alignment, number, styles, cells, editing. These are the groups in your home tab. So we'll use these groups to format our spreadsheet, to work on our spreadsheet. Okay, now if you'll see in groups, like here in clipboard, there's this little button here. What is this? This button will, when you click on it, it will open more options for you to go through those options. Then again here in font, it will open more options for you. Okay, so why this button is there? Since Microsoft could not fit more options here in this visible area, they have added this button. So when needed, you can click on this button and access other tools. So few groups will have these tools, these buttons, and some will not. So there's no need to worry. Okay, so since we are done with tab, groups and ribbons and everything, now we'll start working on a spreadsheet. Okay, so first keep in mind the home tab is one of the most important tab in Microsoft Office program, be it Excel or Word or PowerPoint. It comes very handy. It has all the necessary tools that you require to work on your spreadsheet. Most of the tools, everything is already present here. If you can master this particular home tab, you are already good to go. Okay, let me just clear these fields. Okay, so here I have opened the spreadsheet. In spreadsheet, as you can see, there's this A, B, C, D, all this thing. What is this called? These are called columns. These are all called columns. There are many columns here. Okay, you can just keep going through them like that. Okay, there are so many columns there. Then what is this? 1 2 3 4, they are called rows. Okay, now we are clear with columns and rows. So what is this box called in which currently I am typing here? What is this box form of? This box is formed by the intersection of a row and a column. Like here, C column, 3 row. When they are intersected here in this particular box, so this box is called a cell. These are few terminologies that you are required to know. If you know them well, it's good for you. So we are clear with columns, rows, cell, and above, tab, ribbon, and groups. Okay, now coming to the bottom, here you can see sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. What is this? This is currently the spreadsheet on which I am working. By default, Microsoft has given me 3 sheets. Okay, so you can add more like that, 4, 5, or you can also delete. Right click and delete, whichever you like. You can rename them also. Okay, here rename, we'll make it demo. So I believe the main screen is clear with you guys. You have understood everything here. Now we'll work on some data. Okay, so here I have already opened another program where I have entered some data. Okay, so here I have entered data in a shop. It's a shop, electronic shop. I have named it as Versatile Shop. Then there's customer name, product name, product price, invoice number. Okay, so as you can see, once as I click here in this column A, okay, in this particular cell, so what is the name of this cell? How will you determine its name? Okay, so here in home tab, okay, it's in column A, row 2. So the name of this particular cell is A2. What is the name of this column? Is this cell B2? Here B4. This is how you will determine its name. Okay, now we need to work here on this data. So to start with, how to enter a data in a cell. Okay, all you have to do is just select a cell or simply double click anywhere in whichever cell you want to enter the data. Here I have selected this particular cell G2, so you can just type here hello. Okay, here the data is entered. Okay, now if you want to move towards the right or left or up or down, okay, so to move down you can simply hit enter on your keyboard. Okay, and then again if you want to go back to the same cell, to the previous one, you can tap shift and then again press enter like that. Then to go towards the right, you can click on tab. I'll write it for you. You can click on tab on your keyboard like that. You will move towards the right, and to get back to left, shift tab. Okay, then there's another way. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to navigate easily, left, right, top, bottom, okay, like that. Or you can also use your mouse simply to go anywhere on any cell. So I believe this much is clear to you all, how to enter data in a cell. Okay, now here I have already entered some data. Now we need to sort it, we need to make it look better since it's not. So here I have entered name in this cell A2. The name is customer name, but what is visible to me? Only customer name. Okay, now you can double click here. Now the customer name, it's completely visible, but as you can see in column B, product name is gone. It's not visible right now. So what's the problem here? There's no problem. It's just that the name here in this particular cell is quite long, so it has taken over the column B. But then again, in column B, cell B2, the data is still present. It is not erased. Okay, so as I'll click out of this cell, here you can see it again comes back. Okay, so what's happening here currently, it's nothing but it's just that in this cell I've entered a long data, so I just need to put it the right way. How will you do that? Here, come at the top here. Here you can see there's a line between column A and column B, so all you can do is double click on that line or single click. Here the cursor changes to this right and left arrow. Now you can make use of it and stretch your column like that. Okay, so this is one of the ways of doing it, but then again there are more columns and again they are in the same way. Okay, here you can see D, this cell, this particular cell, it's again in the same order. Okay, it's overlapping with the E cell. So one solution to all of this is you can simply select the entire row, okay, like that, or the entire range here, and double click anywhere among all these columns. You can double click anywhere and it will just sort your data like that. This is how it's done, just double click. Okay, now we are done with this thing. It's clear now, it's all visible, customer name, product name, product price, invoice number, everything. Okay, now this is the name of the shop, but it's on the left. I want it to be somewhere at the center and I don't want all this line to come in between. So what will I do? I'll just select this particular cell and I'll select the next cells. Okay, now what will I do? I'll make use of this alignment group and here I'll click on merge and center. So this is how it's done. Okay, now here we are working on home tab using the groups below. Okay, so we are going for font now. Now we can change the color and look of your font. Here basically what we have used Calibri. Now you can use some more other font. Okay, I'll go for Arial. Now you can change the size of the font. Okay, like that. Here you can see we'll keep it to 12 and then again you can increase and decrease it using this button. Okay, then again you can use bold, italicize, underline. This is how it will appear. And then again you can redo those things like that. Then if you wish to color it, you can color your font. Let's keep it black now. So we are done with the font group. Okay, now here we'll come to the alignment. Now in alignment what it does, it aligns your text basically where you want your text to be in there, in that particular cell. Okay, so here it will take it to the left, to the center, to the right. Okay, like that you can align your text. We'll keep it to the center. Then I already showed you what is merge and center. Okay, then again you can make use of these alignments also. Take it to the middle, to the top, or to the bottom. We'll keep it to the middle. Okay, you can apply the same all these alignment to these cells also. Okay, now we are done with alignment. Okay, now I'll show you a few formulas that you can make use of in Excel that will quickly help you to add your data. Now here in this column product price, what's here, there's so many prices here, there are so many products and all the prices are listed here. Now I need to quickly calculate them. I need to quickly get a tally them, what is the data, what is the total price here. So all you have to do is just simply click the cell below. Okay, it's just a shortcut. Go to this editing tab, click on auto sum. So this is one way. Okay, and hit enter. Now here this is your total price. All the products listed above are simply calculated here. Okay, then apart from that there are few more formulas here. You can do the average the same way, count numbers, max, min. Okay, now we'll try to do average. So for average you don't have to click here on auto sum, you have to click here on the drop down average and again click enter. Okay, so this is the average. Then again we'll try another one, then same, drop down, count numbers, click enter, 9. Okay, so you can also verify whether the number of cells which are there, it has taken the right number of cells or not. That you can do just by again clicking here. Once you try to enter any formula here, it shows which cells are involved from C3, how to read this particular thing. This is the max, highest number it will show you, C3 through C11, which means this particular range has been selected to show you the maximum number among these cells. Okay, so once I enter this formula and I hit enter, it will show me the greatest number here among these cells, which is nothing but 35,999. Okay, now let's check the least one. We'll go for min. Okay, so what's the least amount here? 415. So these are the few formula that you can quickly use and get your calculations done. Then after that, there are a few more things that we can do. You can go to insert, you can insert a picture, maybe shapes and all those things. Mostly these things are not required for a beginner. Okay, then we'll go to data, we'll try to sort our data. Okay, so here's this customer name here. It's in a order which I don't want, which I don't like. I want it to be in an alphabetical order. So what will I do? I'll just select the whole this column from here, from cell C3 here to C11, and I'll click here. Look now what happened. It has sorted my data alphabetically. But now one more thing had happened. You know what? The product price has also changed. It has changed in the same order that it was before applying these things. Ali had purchased tablet and the price associated to it was 35,999. Okay, this is how my previous data was before applying the sorting. You can see Ali tablet 35,999, then and 251. Once I had applied sorting, this is how it turned. Okay, so you don't have to worry about whether your other columns are affected or not. They are all affected, but in a good way, and they are all sorted. So this is how you can apply sorting A to Z or Z to A. These are a few things that you can do. Okay, now there's one more thing which is very common, but in which people make mistake. You must understand the difference between selecting a cell or entering in a cell. Okay, now here I am inside a cell and here I am on a cell. Okay, now why am I telling you this? For example, here's this data I've entered just. Okay, now when I click here in this cell F4, I am on the cell, which means as I try to enter more data, if I think that now I'm gonna enter one more O just by clicking here on this cell, it will not happen. See what happens? Only O will come. Okay, so this is the difference. But when you are on a cell, without going inside the cell, if you try to enter anything, it will erase the previous data, the previous content. So be careful with that. If you want to enter anything, you must enter inside the cell. You must select the cell and make it editable like that, and then after that you can write in it. Okay, now once I'm inside the cell, I can add another O without erasing hello like that. Okay, so I believe this was all for a beginner person, for someone who is a beginner. You can of course, like I told you, you make use of this tab here to again sort them, bring them at the center and everything. Make use of the home tab. There are so many things that you can do in the home tab. So, and apart from that, yeah, you can of course apply this conditional formatting, highlight cells, whatever you like. For example, here we'll try to format table. Okay, this is how you can apply these things also to your table. Format, apply more designs, more styles, these things, but it is not necessary for you guys now. Let's keep it this way. I hope everything I explained today is clear to you all and you have understood everything so far. So now it's time to save the program. Okay, before, you don't have to directly close the program. Okay, if you are trying to directly close the program, all your data, all your efforts will be wasted. So be careful before you close the program, you have to save it carefully. Okay, so how to save the program? Here on the top left you can see this particular icon. Okay, there it also shows a keyboard shortcut which is Ctrl S, or you can directly here click here, and now this window opens. Here you can choose a location where you wish to safely save your data. Here I will save it in documents, and I've made a folder called Word. Okay, I will save it in Word. Now here, this is the name that was assigned to me when I opened Microsoft Excel. Now I wish to change it. Okay, I wish to keep it as beginner. Okay, and save. Now what happened? Look here at the top, the name has changed to beginner. Okay, now this spreadsheet, this file has been successfully saved, and if in future if I wish to make any further changes in this slide, in this spreadsheet, I can directly come here and make changes. Okay, now if you wish to add some more data but not here in this sheet, you can add it to sheet 2 just like that, and sheet 3. Okay, so this was all for the beginner video. Thank you all.